Mm. You actually have to choke down a protein shake or eat a large meal immediately after working out? Luckily, the answer is no. And in this video, I'll be talking about this common myth and why you actually have a bigger time of window to consume protein post-workout than was originally thought. So let's get into it. So there's this podcast I listen to that I really enjoy called Science Versus, and recently they had an episode about protein. So of course that piqued my interest, and in the episode they talked about how there's this common misconception that you only have a small window of time to consume protein for optimal muscle growth. The supposed window of time is actually called the anabolic window, which I recently just learned about, and there's been a lot of confusion and misleading information around this concept. Until recently, the misconception was that this anabolic window only lasted about 30 to 60 minutes post-workout, and in order to maximize muscle growth, you had to consume protein or eat a large meal immediately after working out. And I'm sure, as some of you can attest, that could be quite a slog. During this same episode of Science Versus, they featured Stuart Phillips, who is a professor of kinesiology at McMaster University in Canada. He explained that after a big weightlifting session, your muscles are actually receptive to protein intake for up to 48 hours. If you look at this chart, you can actually see the spike of sensitivity to amino acids is right around 2.5 to 3 hours post-workout, which is obviously a much longer time than the 30 to 60 minute range previously thought. There's been several studies that have looked at the anabolic window, and it seems that this time frame is much broader than was once thought. So the good news is you don't have to worry about downing a protein shake or eating a large meal immediately after working out. The amount of time you wait until consuming protein also depends on if you've eaten before your workout or if you're working out in a fasted state. If you eat before your workout, then your window of time for consuming protein post-workout is going to be much longer, about 4 to 6 hours, than if you work out in a fasted state, in which case your window of time is just going to be a little bit tighter. If you do tend to work out in a fasted state or just haven't eaten in about 2 to 3 hours before working out, it's probably going to be more beneficial to try to consume protein a little bit sooner, about an hour to an hour and a half post-workout. I generally try to have my protein shake about an hour to an hour and a half after working out. So it might be beneficial just to consume a little bit of protein before you work out, and then again within a few hours after your workout, but it really just depends on what works best for you. More importantly, I think you should focus on consuming protein throughout the day rather than just around your workout. I hope this video was informative and provided some insight into how much time you actually have to consume protein after your workouts. Check out my health playlist where I have videos that cover a whole range of different health topics. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and make sure to subscribe for future content. See you in the next one.